work that I wanted to have. Right as I started this video about 10 minutes ago, the part that connects the stupid, no, nobody cares, right? The part that connects the stand, the phone clip thing to the stupid stand, it came off. And for like 10 minutes, I'm restarting, and I got it on, and I set the video, and it comes back off. Anyway, so um, here's to nothing. Let's just hope it doesn't come off again. If it comes off again, I'm just going to shut the video off and smoke the cigar by myself. That was a stupid situation. This cigar feels like a Toro or a long Robusto. I don't know if it's 5.5 inches. It looks big for 5, small for 6 inches as far as this cigar. It looks like a 54, could be a heavy 52. I don't know. I don't care. Right? Bottom line is, it's aging. This cigar came out a while ago. I didn't do any research for this one. I've had it one other time. It was a few years ago. But I remember buying it at a place that was a very shitty cigar shop in the city of Denver, and the cigar was way too wet. So whatever. The point is, though, this was given to me as a gift um, from World Class Tobacco. If you're in Arvada, around I-70 in Wadsworth, check them out. Best price in Colorado. The foot smells nice, really nice. Banding is nice, pack is nice. However, though, there was a little damage to this cigar. I noticed it when I got home, and it wasn't in cellophane for the ride home. So I hope that just the wrapper cracked, and that's that. So we have that like down here, right there. Yeah, if you can see that, but that's okay. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I didn't look up the blend. We know it's going to be Nicaraguan something. That's what it is. We'll find out. Look at that. Really nice cap there. Pigtail. Um, Although those always look nice, it always leads to like butchering the cigar. So it looks cool, but it's kind of stupid, and I don't know. It is what it is. It's a very thin looking, nice golden brown wrapper. So be careful with this cigar. The wrapper is very delicate. It is what it is. I know it's a different time right now. We switch shifts, so it's either real early or real late. It is what it is. I might just be here by myself, or no one probably even realizes, hey, Richie's on. But we'll get over that. This is trial and error. Eventually we'll see. More lives, more reviews. Bottom line is, though, is this going to be a good cigar? It's aging room, so aging room doesn't make garbage. I can tell you that much. They don't make anything bad. Aging room is a very smart company. They don't make garbage blends. I like what they do. I've been having aging room for years, starting with the Quattro, the F55, whatever the hell, whatever. 8675309 cigar. I like them all. Aging room doesn't make mistakes. So we'll leave it at that. It's a nice, cool night. It's a nice, cool night. And it is what it is. Soft, gentle heat. Can't stress it enough. It is what it is. Sometimes in life, it's just you, a cigar, and a match. And that's that. Enjoy watching the fire dance on the foot of the cigar. That tobacco's been waiting for years for this magical celebration. Oof. Oof. Marron. That smells nice. Soft, gentle heat. I can't stress it enough. Just taking your time. Ooh. Ooh. Marron. All right, here we go. This thing smells delicious. A little windy out. A little windy. Control that match. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Well, that's delicious. Can't lie about that. It's a medium off the bat. Quite sweet and savory. Kind of nutty. Raw sugar. I got nothing bad to say about that off the bat. It's a nice blend. I feel like because of the new time here, and no one's probably awake, or realizing there is a live on, it's like me just reviewing this cigar. I would just do a solo review, which I sometimes I prefer. But yet it's alive, so it's going to give you a chance to get like a full version. Because normally when I make a review, I can't make a review for 2 hours because the video. Well, anyways, you have to upload it. So hey, this is kind of nice for me. This is just like a live review, but with no breaks and puff by puff. We're gonna see what happens. Although I wish I would have looked it up. I thought there was gonna be some people here in this stupid place. Right there, it picked up heavy, medium, plus. Right there, it jumped. It's an age room, so I don't expect it to be a powerhouse, but if it stays a medium plus, medium full, I mean, it won't get your ass. Very delicious flavor. Very delicious flavor. 65% the darkness. You know, it's a little darker than in Connecticut, but it is what it is. Super delicious. Kind of a semi-long finish, not super heavy though. A little bit of floral notes could be as well. It's kind of a happy cigar. The message is a positive one on this cigar. What's that? Hello? Hello? It's a happy cigar. I don't even know the blend on this. Eventually, if we get some people here who can figure that out, they can Google it. But it's a happy, delicious cigar. If you're in the mood for something like that, I'm not super spicy. Not yet. The cigar just reminds you of like nuttiness, candy, raw sugar, and floral. So I guess if you like flowers covered in nuts and candy, um, candy on your nuts and flowers, I don't know. Maybe you'll like that kind of cigar. It's a positive vibe. It is what it is. It's not going to get you though if you're looking for some ass kicking moments and John Woo action movie, Face Off. It's not. It's not that. It's not that kind of party. The draw is flawless on this thing. Oh, that's delicious. I kind of needed this right now. Here's what it is. It's the last cigar. It is. It's the last cigar of an era. Tomorrow, the missus, she's getting surgery. Um, I don't want to go into the whole thing, but she needs major surgery to remove cancer from her body. And so I guess we got that going on. So, holy shit, right? So I'm not exactly. What am I gonna say? It is what it is, I guess. What a magical little cigar. Very delicious. Off the bat, I'd say it's a 4.4. Very nice, very happy, very delicious, although not spicy. If you're looking for a spicy, I mean, they make spicier cigars, aging room. Try the aging room Nicaragua or the aging room Sonata. And those cigars will test you, you if you hold the smoke, especially that Sonata. But speaking of the devil, right there, black pepper actually picked up. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We'll see if this thing builds up. It's quite strange, quite strange. Nobody here. Maybe it was just meant to be. Maybe it was meant to be. I don't think guys are going to adjust to this different time. It's probably only convenient for like PG and soccer. Hey, what's up, Uncle Larry? How you doing, bro? How's your boss? Just me and Uncle Larry now. So this is a phone call. It is what it is. What a stupid place. I don't even know what I'm doing here. You know, that's all right. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Um, have you ever tried this one? The rare collection. You know, it is what it is. I've had this one time and I enjoyed it, but I don't remember too well. I do remember when I bought it, I smoked it right there and it was way too wet. I don't know what year this was produced, but I gotta say this: I feel like this cigar has some time on it. Now, I don't know if the rare collection is a one and done or is it a yearly release. I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. In my opinion, uh, this feels like a cigar that's been sitting for a while. Um, so unless it's a case of where the company lets it rest for several years after they make it, in my opinion, it feels like a cigar that's been around. Yeah, but is this a regular release? Is this a regular release, or is it one and done? Because I had it several years ago, and I don't know. See, like it's not one of the regular aging rooms. You know what I'm saying? No, I would consider it a smaller batch aging room, but they have some stuff that's more limited. You so it is what it is. You know, I don't know much. Uh, that I don't know. That I don't know. It's hey Marco, what's up? How you doing? I couldn't tell you that. I couldn't tell you that. What it is. You know, right? I feel like I've seen it several times, but it is what it is. Aging rooms are phenomenal. Try okay. This is what you need to try. You need to try the aging room Nicaragua. and you need to try the aging room Quattro F55, whatever they call it. The regular aging room. It's delicious. Delicious. Wow, it's delicious. Right. It is what it is. You gotta try an aging room. Sako is going to be out of the picture for a while. Sako went on vacation, and so I'm not sure if he'll be able to come on live. There's a major time difference, him going on vacation. So I think he's going to be gone for some time. So I hope he's having a great time on vacation. You definitely check it out. But if we could find out, is this a one-time production? What's up, Texas? Could somebody give me the blend on this? Could somebody tell me if this is a one-time production? Uh, there's not a lot of information on aging room. It's not like you see tons of articles. I don't know. It's aging room is. I think it's a great brand. Aging room doesn't get. I mean, the Nicaragua got very well acceptance, but just overall, I think it gets overlooked a lot by guys that if you're smoking higher end cigars, like Ashton, the higher end Fuentes, which is Ashton's a Fuente. But you get what I'm saying, though. Like, or if you're going to go with Altatus, you want the higher end stuff, you can get Monte Cristo, right? So, aging room, I think aging room to me falls under the category of Altatus as Avo did under Davidoff. Because you have Davidoff, then you have Avo, Camacho. And in Altatus, you have Monte Cristo. And then I would say you have aging room. And then you have Romeo. Um, Now, within each cigar brand, there's different tiers where they can push it a little higher or a little lower. But I don't know. Maybe people like, if you sit there 72, would you rather have Adrian or Monte Cristo? Like, I'll give you Monte Cristo. But I'm telling you, Aging Room offers a lot, and they're really affordable, and they're never gouged, and they're great cigars. Mm. So it's multiple small batch runs. It is very delicious. It feels like an aged cigar, though. Hence aging room, no, but it feels like a cigar that has time on it. However, it is delicious, though, and I'm looking forward to building up. And we're going to great burn, even though we're about to hit that damage. We got some damage to the cigar. Oh, it's picking up right there, almost medium full. Hold that smoke. In a rich, very strong, rich roasted, like deep, dark, rich roasted coffee just came to the mix, and like boom, like bam, you want some hot coffee in your face? Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. So it is what it is, guys. A lot of changes going on right now. Um, uh, I don't know how it's going to be this week or definitely tomorrow. Um, it is what it is. I've already said it, but if you just got there, so the missus is, she's having a double mastectomy tomorrow. It's a major fucking surgery, and then but it's going to be like 3 months of surgeries of so they got to do other things in place. So the point is, it's a lot, and I know it's stressing her out. I mean, I'm stressed out for her. So I can't imagine her in that situation. It's a terrible place to be in. God forbid, right? But it is what it is. This is a fallen world, and it's full of disease. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing? Mm. Ah, it's kind of refreshing. A cigar. It's very airy, but it has some strength to it. But it's so smooth. It's so smooth. This cigar. Um, I forgot to put on my shorts. I came home from work and I just took off my pants and my work shirt, and I'm just sitting here in my boxers. But nobody has to know. It's just me, you, a cigar, my underwear, and a Glock. It's- that's all that's going on. There's nothing, there's nothing going on here. It is what it is. Hey, what's up, brother?
Talking dirty to me. The last
Can
thing I
you hear
heard
me?
before I clicked go live was you're in your boxers.
Yeah, so I'm in my boxers and I'm sitting here in my underwear and a Glock. So that's it.
I figure I'd come on for a few. I got time for a
Which one
short
you
story,
smoking?
then I gotta go to bed.
Oh, the rip. Yeah,
Cheap
I
cigar.
mean that's. I guess you could call that the ultra short story. I mean, the rare pig. I mean, it is a short story, but how much are they gouging for that? What's the maximum gouge on that cigar?
I've seen it go for like $17.99 in a lounge. I've seen them online for a lot more, but lounge $17.99. I didn't pay quite that for these. I think I paid like 13 or 14
Yeah,
bucks a
I was
pop
gonna
for
say
these.
I think 12 or 13 would be fair in this day and age for that cigar because a regular short story would be $7 or $8, 9 on the high side for a regular short story. On the Maduro side, probably closer to 10 or 12 they can get you. You know, what would you rather have, the Maduro Hemingway or the Rare Pink Hemingway? Two different cigars.
Mm. I mean, for price point, give me the Maduro, but yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you this: you'd be willing to pay more on gouge on the Rare Pink than the Maduro, I think.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And
I'm
I,
not willing
and
to pay
also I
that
think
much
that's because
gouge for a
I
short
also think
story,
because
though.
it's so new. It's so new, so it's.
Yeah.
I think you give it a few years, it loses its luster, and then we'll see. I think as time goes on, and the natural hype goes down, it's kind of like when you come back to a movie 5 years later. Like people still watch Goodfellas, so it kept its hype. So we'll see with the Rare Pink if in a few years is it going to be around like Opus, like that. Give us more Rare Pink, and give us Rare Blue, Rare Yellow, or but I think Fuente is pretty classical. Where when they do something, it's generally kind of forever. It seems like, right? Like they make something and they're like, it's not going to go away, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to go away. I was going to say, I think it depends. Like as far as the rare pinks go, I think it depends if they ever up the production, right? Because they so far the last 2 years they've only released them, I think, around October, like breast cancer month or something.
So I forget that about that cigar and other Fuentes, that it is literally very limited, and it's very few amount of people in the world that are smoking that cigar. So it's, but I think when people do have them, they obviously stay posted. So you think, oh, everyone's got Rare Pink, but like not a lot of people have Rare Pink, right?
They're still hard to find, and like I said, I don't know if they'll ever up production. I have a feeling they're going to keep it limited probably once per year, but I could be wrong.
Well, what's going to happen when, let's say, a year or two, when Nicaragua's full swing with Fuente? Are they going to make? Fuck, I want to know if they're going to make Nicaraguan versions of the same cigars or new cigars. What's smarter?
I think you're going to see a mix. I mean, like I said, I think we talked about Carlito did mention once that he said we might see a Nicaraguan Don Carlos.
Well, because the original one was, right?
What's that?
Wasn't the original Don Carlos Nicaraguan or no?
I don't know what type of tobacco it had in it, but yes, they were based in Nicaragua when that cigar launched in 1976.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So back then, I think they were a Nicaraguan brand, right? When did he start going into uh, Dominican? In the 80s?
Yeah. Yeah, because they were in Nicaragua for a short time. Yeah, I just don't know what type of tobacco they used, but it was definitely they were definitely in Nicaragua.
And that's interesting because that you think that was stronger shit back then? Like were they doing Padron kind of shit back then? I wonder what they tasted like. We'll never know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's probably a few of the older guys in some of the groups that I'm in that I could ask, but yeah, I've never really talked to them about it.
Shit.
Did, did you see what I smoked earlier today? I know you got a lot going on, so I apologize, but did you see what I posted to the group?
I saw one with the green band. Forgive me, I don't know which one that is. What is it?
That's the big boy. That was the 25th.
You fucking smoked the 25th?
You know, I looked at it this way. I debated. I got my hands on one of them. Now, keep in mind, this is the one that Sacco smoked, and the first time and had to throw away after like a quarter inch in or something. But no, I debated. I said, when am I going to smoke this? And then it hit me today. I was like, today's September 11th. I was like, tomorrow's not fucking guaranteed. So smoke your best shit. I smoked it tonight.
Yeah, how was it?
Not as good as the Dubai 2017.
Wow. But that's but that's
However, with that, huh?
but that's a high bar. So then how much worse was it than the Dubai?
Right. With that being said, I'd still put it at like my number two or three all time.
Oh, so I mean, okay, I mean, it's up there.
But again, though, with that being said, was it worth $270? No, I mean, no cigar is worth that much money, right?
But it was a
But
one.
it was still a great cigar.
How many did you buy? Okay, so
Just one.
you
That
enjoyed.
that'll probably be my only one I ever smoke. I'm not gonna buy anymore. I don't think that's too much money. That's too rich for my blood.
Yeah,
You would probably enjoy it, Richie. It was a Churchill now 7 by 50. So I was very surprised about initial light up jalapeno pepper, like right off the bat when I smoked it. It was really strong right off the bat.
it did it stay
And,
strong?
and huh?
Did it stay strong?
No, well, as I was gonna say, it did settle down a little bit, but for the most part, it was pretty full flavored, pretty strong.
Wow. So it was a
I
strong.
was surprised, especially for a Churchill. I was pleasantly surprised.
It was stronger than the Dubai.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I think it might have been more in line with like darkness, maybe not quite like the 2020. You know how the 2020 was a little darker.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say if I had to compare it to like the regular Opus line, it was definitely stronger than the regular Opus line. Had more balls.
But it
Wasn't
was
quite as dark as say like a Maduro or anything, but
so not as
somewhere in between
purple
there.
rain,
What's that?
not as
Purple
dark,
Rain?
not as dark,
No, 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 no.
but it wasn't as magical as the other was, Dubai.
It wasn't as magical as the Dubai at all. Trying to think back to like flavor notes, really rich cedar for a finish. I mean, all Opus have amazing finishes, right? I mean, but amazing finish, very rich cedar. I tell you, like for the retro hail though, about halfway through, um, the jalapeno spice settled down, but it had a pretty persistent, like mild red pepper spice all the way through, and a very syrupy, sweet, spicy retro. It's very interesting.
It's kind of interesting for to the opposite. Normally they start off and they build up, so to start off and then build down a little bit, but then interesting. But that's unique. That's unique.
Right.
You know,
Right.
did
Yeah,
you let
it
it dry?
started out with a lot of balls, and
Was it
yeah.
was it wet or no? Did you let it dry out?
No, I dry boxed it for several hours before I smoked it at least, get some of the moisture out of it.
Yeah. All right. So I mean,
No, it burned like a champ. I had no problems at all with it whatsoever.
interesting. Now, if that cigar was $50, would you smoke it?
Hmm. I'd buy a box for that for sure, probably. I
So
mean,
that
that's still an expensive box, but if I had the money, I'd buy it,
I
sure.
feel like that's where that cigar should really be. Because listen,
Yeah.
for God's sakes, $50 is a lot for a pile of leaves. I mean, like that's to me like when I think of like an expensive cigar, like 50 is my max to be like, bro, this thing better be like, because like at that point, where do you stop? Is it 100? There's 200. I feel like the more you go, the easier it is to go because it's like at that point it's like fuck it, like full tilt, 100, 200, three. Because when you're like in like $10, you're like, oh, this one's 13. It better be better than 10, because it's like 13 is like 30% more than 10. But then you get to like that, you're like, fuck it, 50, 100, 80, 200. Like, at that point, you can't even, at that point, you can't, the price is irrelevant because no cigar is really, in my opinion, worth more than $50. So at that point, it is what it is. Whatever it is, it's kind of like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay for it to enjoy it, and that's, or you don't have to, or if you want to, you do it, and so it becomes more very limited use, but you enjoyed it. Uh,
Yeah,
it's like,
I wanted to try it at least one time, right? Like just
yeah, of
to say
course,
that I.
it's like a high end steakhouse. Like it's not a $200 steak. Like you're sitting there, if you go out for $700, you have some drinks, appetizers, dessert. I mean, with the whole thing, the ambiance, nice place and the best service. You're not thinking about the price. It's, let's say, your anniversary, so it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? No, but you're like, we can't do this every day. It's like,
Mhm,
no,
mhm.
you know. Imagine dropping that every day. Like in one week, you drop like
Yeah, no, I
$2,500.
think Sacco smoked a couple of them, right? Because he threw out the first one. And I think he smoked another one though. I think I'm almost positive. I'll have to ask him. Yeah, I don't think he didn't buy a box, so I think he only bought a couple. Yeah, it was like the humidor. I think with the humidor, it was like 9 grand or something for those cigars.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it this way. For me, when it comes to Fuente, I'm so happy with Opus X regular for like $25 for my guy that, yes, the higher end ones of that can be better, but it doesn't, in my opinion. Like if I was using my own money, like I'm not going to drop 100 or 80. Like I would just smoke my 25 regular Opus, and with the difference of the money, I'll buy ammunition. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. Like like
Yeah,
I'm not saying those other ones aren't better, but for a regular guy, I'm like, I would rather use the difference. Like I'll put it this way, I'm content with. Are you content with regular Opus? Like,
oh, sure, absolutely.
yeah, but I
Yeah,
get that's the nature of man. Like it's just like, yeah, but there's always a little higher level, and it is. But to go from like Opus to a higher Opus, that little space is going to cost you a lot more. Like and that's fine. It's just so rare, I think, too. So much work goes into that, and the packaging is ridiculous, too, especially like the Prometheus ones. So I get it, but it's you're gonna pay, but
yeah, yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Right? Like you said, you're paying for the presentation, you're paying for the rarity, you're paying. Who knows what type of age they had on it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I
I
mean,
think they only made like 6,000 of those cigars or something like that.
yeah. I mean, it's a gift to smoke them, and so the price is the price, and I get that. Like I would,
Oh, well, like I said, I won't buy more because that's that. If I had the money, sure, maybe, but I don't have that type of money.
if you ask me like what would be a go to for a day for me, that a regular guy could do that I would be content with if I can only choose one would be the Fuente Hemingway Maduro, because I get them for my guy for like $12, like the signature, like the signature looks like a pen. What is that, like 6 by like 48 or something like that, bro?
Yeah, it's 47, 48. Yeah, 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 something like
Yeah,
that.
47, something like that. My point is though, I'm so happy with that cigar for $12 that it's like
Yeah,
I could I could smoke that every day for the rest of my life and be like, I'm a rich man and I'll have a great time. And it's available from
mhm,
a guy and like, it's very affordable that, I'm talking about, but I could do it every day or like a few times a week. Where when it comes to opens, maybe I could do that once a week, and okay, that's great. But I don't know. It's like, I'm talking about cost versus, I guess, risk versus reward. So I find the Hemingway Maduro very rewarding. It gives you so much pound for pound for only $12. You know what I'm saying? Though it's kind of like with a car. They say the weight of the car versus how much horsepower, and there's a ratio, like how much horsepower per pound. So let's just say they'll say, oh, this car has 4 horsepower per pound, or 4 pound. You get what I'm saying? So you get
yeah,
a lot per dollar. That's what I'm saying for that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I,
It's like saying the best pound per pound fighter.
right, exactly. Like even those that maybe he's not the best fighter in the world, but pound for pound, like if somebody was at that same, you get what I'm saying. So the Hamlin Maduro does so much. It's beautiful. It's not weak. I mean, it's not strong, but but when you smoked that, you smoked it before, right? The Hamlin Maduro.
Oh yeah.
It's
I just smoked through a box of the short story Maduro.
the short story is great too, because I think the short story is the same diameter as the signature, right? The signature is just a longer short story.
Yeah. Yeah, before it tapers, like yeah, I mean it's pretty close.
It's like I just picture if I was anywhere going for a walk on the beach, it won't. It's not like it's overpowering where I won't be able to still enjoy myself, but it's not boring. Let's say real boring Connecticut. It it does everything at such a limited price. At that point, like I don't know, I have such a love for that cigar. Now, if Anejos were the same price, maybe that'd be a little different. But Anejos aren't the same price, and they're hard to get. And know what bothers me about Anejo? I always find them in bigger, fat sizes. Like I would love to see a short story Anejo. That'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I
But
think the closest you might get to that's probably like the 888, the long skinny one.
yeah,
At least in diameter, right?
right. Yeah, I would love to just have a Corona Anejo for like $15, but it's not gonna happen.
I think they I think they do make like a 46 ring gauge though. I don't know if it's like a Corona Gorda maybe.
Like a
I'd have
Lonsdale.
to look.
Yeah.
Like a Lonsdale maybe, yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, man. So I'll tell you what, like changing the. Hey, what's up, Uncle Larry? He's like our fact
Yeah.
checker.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, that's it. Number 46, yeah.
Nice. Appreciate that, Uncle Larry.
Larry,
Um,
what's the length on it though? Is it 46 ring gauge? What's the length?
Probably six, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Somewhere in there.
I feel like a lawn, like that kind of cigar is just like a skinny Toro, like a really skinny Toro. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe like, which I think is a good, a 6x46 is a nice cigar. You get plenty of time, but you're still getting a lot of power,
Mhm. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
watch that review on that Partagas.
Yeah, I watched that earlier today. Yeah.
Bro, that blew my mind. That I'm not
Yeah, it sounded like it.
I still can't believe how good that cigar was. I thought it was gonna be as good as the other one. It was good. Like the one that Anthony gave me was like the torpedo, like a six by or 6.5 by 54 box press torpedo, so a pretty large cigar. And it was really nice. It really it felt. I just wish it was louder, right?
Yeah.
This one was louder, and it made the blend though even better. Like it felt like roasted marshmallows, rock salt, um, sugar, graham cracker, like cedar and black pepper, and cinnamon, and like a little hot sauce on. Like it was just like, are you kidding me? Like it was marvelous. Like it was every pot. Like I still can't believe how good that cigar is. I'm glad Anthony bought a box already last night for $100. It was really cheap,
Yeah, I've seen that.
and I think that in my opinion might be the cigar of this year, I guess, considering going to the next year, 2024, like that cigar in that size for $5 a stick online for $100 for 20. You're not beating that for $5. Like there's no other cigar for $5. You got to be out of your fucking mind. Like that cigar could go against $20 cigars in Robusto. I couldn't believe how good that is. Obviously, at the store it's gonna cost you $10, but online, um, that's a stupid price. Um,
Yeah.
like I want to smoke that again. Uh, Over the weekend, I'll probably go back to him, pick up a few of them, and just like I might just buy those, like just buy like five of them. Just, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. I don't know. One of the shops near me does sell quite a bit of General, and he might have it. I'll have to look. Uncle Larry said that Aneo's 5 5/8 by 46. So that's a good size.
Five. Oh, so basically it's six. I like how they always do weird sizes. What's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know what the price point is. I'd like to know what other people are doing as far as the MSRP. Because my guy's on the low side, so not that I want you to pay more, but I'd be interested to see if some people are like, "Oh yeah, $14 for the Partagas," and you're like,
Yeah, if I had to take a guess, the shop near me, he's the only one. It's a smaller shop, and he doesn't have a lot of competition. So I wouldn't be surprised if he charges 10 or $11 if he's got it.
But that one's not made in the Dominican. It's actually made in Honduras, which I was surprised because
Hmm.
it's under forged, and a lot of the stuff they do with forged is under Honduras. So it's interesting, and still no word. I don't know if the guy from General died. Like he's not coming back. I mean, and I respect the guy, so I don't know. Maybe he's busy, but it went from like yeah, and we're gonna get you all these cigars to review, and we want you to review them for us, and they're like 15 different new cigars coming out, and then some time went by, and then it was like, oh, I went to the office for you to talk to the front desk and see why they haven't sent that to you, and then we talked a little bit about the Partagas when I reviewed it, and then a few weeks went by, and I was just like, I hope you're doing well. I have no response. So like, I know it's out of his hands. I don't know if there's delays on shipping. I don't know if due to the economy, General's like, fuck it, actually, no free cigars. We don't care about reviewing. I'm not saying that's what's happening. Of course, I'm just being paranoid here. I'm just trying to. I never asked for anything, but when they told me, we're going to send you these to review, and then now it's been 2 fucking months, going on almost 3 months, I just start. I don't know. To me, I'm getting a little pissed. Like I guess I don't have patience. So don't tell me you're going to give me something to review. I'm doing you a favor, and then who gives a shit? Am I wrong on that or no?
I don't know. I mean, maybe
Oh, it's not.
maybe he's got some shit going on. I don't know.
Well, it's out of his control. He's not. He has nothing to do about the shipping.
Yeah.
No. This is the thing.
Or his boss was like, "Wait a minute, you told who you were giving all these cigars to?
Fuck this guy. Fuck Richie. So
He's only got 1,100 subscribers. Fuck that guy."
it's like 1106. All right, don't you? Like it was like 6 to subscribe. No, really, but I think it's an issue. No, because I think it's an issue with corporate because no, corporate is the one that emailed me a detailed list of each cigar they're going to send me, and when you have a email with like a thing on the bottom. What is that called? Like a file, like attached.
Like an attachment.
Yeah. Yeah. So they sent it to me. So it's like I don't think it's. I just think corporate sent it to me, and then like they'll get to it when they get to it. So go fuck yourself, kind of thing. Maybe you know, or
Yeah.
maybe the mailman fucking stole it. I don't know.
Or you're gonna get them and someone's like lit all of them up and smoked the first third.
Yeah, exactly. No, because they said we will send you a 5 pack of each, not even one. So that's a significant amount of cigars. So maybe it got stolen. I don't know. you know.
Yeah.
Then he told me that he goes, well, what is what it is. He said that even if the corporate's taking their time, he said I'll send you the cigars, and then when you get them from corporate, you just have double the amount. So I was like, oh well, I didn't ask for that, but God bless, right? And then I got nothing. So I'm just sitting here. I feel like a cheap date. Like I'm sitting here, like When is he picking up? And hours go by, and the mother's like, you got dressed up for nothing. You're like, shut up, mom. Like I'm.
It's because you didn't take your shirt off in the last live with General.
He said, speaking of weird Vitolas, I never knew Padron made a Magnum 9 by 50. They do. Uh, yeah. He said,
That's a big fucking cigar. That's a big Padron.
that's like 3 hours. He said, Richie's 1100 bought all the El Rays.
Yeah, that's probably true. At
Yeah.
least Anthony bought most of them. I do he's like his fourth or fifth box.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. So I was contemplating seeing if there were still any
That's a great
around.
cigar. I think that's a great cigar to smoke at Christmas, I think.
Yeah.
So this is a good cigar. I really am enjoying it. It's not as good, in my opinion, though. It is really nice what it's doing, but it's still not as good as far as my opinion as the Nicaragua or the Sonata. I feel like when you go with aging room, I would go with the. Do you like the Nicaragua or no?
Yeah. Yeah. I liked it. I didn't try the Sonata though.
Hey, what are you waiting for?
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to order it. I think.
Yeah, get the Robusto. Um, and you know, just try a few, see, maybe one or two. I mean, see if you like
Yeah.
it. Maybe it's not for you. I mean, I don't know. Wow, they used a lot of glue, a lot.
Yeah, I ran into the same. I was just fighting with my band. I've got a
Dude,
little
look
bit
at
of a
that.
wrapper.
We were really lucky that didn't get the wrapper. I mean, like,
Oh,
so I think maybe,
yeah.
maybe this was on there a long time. Because it's like really yellow on the back of it. Like it's not showing you, but the tint. Wow, we got lucky that the back part did. That's not wrapper though. That's actually the band. So I mean, it is what it is. That could have been worse. Um, oh, what was I watching? I was watching a movie the other day, and they really went into detail about cigars for no reason. What the fuck movie was that? They went into something about Cuban cigars. What movie was that? Oh, it was the movie Joe. I think the movie Joe. It came out in 1970 or something like that. It's very not politically correct, and but I think it was, and as well with the mafia. No, that was another movie. No, maybe it was the same guy made a movie called Joe, and then made a movie a few years later called Crazy Joe Gallo about the mafia. But Joe was basically a guy that was tired of all the hippies, and he's a regular working man, and then obviously he goes on a rampage, whatever. But one of those movies, I think they went into about Cuban cigars. Maybe I'm fucking that up. I should have made a video of them talking about Cuban cigars. It was something to the fact of like, oh, I thought you couldn't get those, and like, of course, it's like, yeah, I got a guy, and I was like, they're fake. Call Anthony B. Like, I'm saying, like, because of course he said he had a guy, I'm saying, like, this is like, you know,
Hmm.
but who knows? Who knows when they're fake? I mean, sadly, I think more people are smoking fakes than reals, and isn't that a sad thing to know?
Really,
He said like no, think about that.
really, I can't do a Sacco. Sorry.
Really, they sell more fakes than real, and then nobody wants to believe.
I believe. I 100% believe that.
I feel like Cuban cigars is kind of like with kids with Santa Claus, and you're like, yeah, he's coming to town. Like it's like a lie that parents tell their kids. So and then as adults, you don't believe in Santa Claus, but you believe in Cuban cigars, and it's just like it's the same fucking lie. Like, oh yeah, leave some milk and cookies out. We got tons of BEKs. You're like, really? Yeah, for $50.
Some poor son of a bitch is running downstairs waiting to open his box of Cohibas, and it's just like a box of fucking like beachside like clear top like shit floor sweeping Cohibas.
What's worse? What's worse? What you just said, the cheap looking ones where you know they're fake, or the ones that look real and you don't know they're fake, but they're fake? What's
I
worse?
mean, I obviously I think the floor sweeping ones are the worst, right? I mean,
Oh, but the difference is the floor seating ones you paid $5 a piece. The expensive ones you paid full regular price. So imagine spending $100 a cigar for cohibas, for fake cohibas.
yeah, but I don't want to smoke rat turds and hair and dirt.
Now I get that. I get that. No, I get. Yeah,
I get what you mean though. Like you're still like paying like at least with that you're not paying out the ass. Like I get what you're saying. Like would you but on the flip side, let's say you're paying $2,000 for a box of Cohibas and they end up being fake. Like I'd be pissed.
dude, that guy spent 7,500 for a fake. Was it Cohibas or Monte Cristo? I don't know. A
I think
Switzerland
it's
guy,
like a special Cohiba coming out or something. Yeah.
and he just made another video. He's just going. He's writing a book actually, and he's making another video about it. But like now he's sharing stories about other people's situations. Like certified situations where people are getting like screwed. And what he's saying is the courts don't care because in Switzerland there's no law against fake cigars, if that makes any sense. Basically, how do I explain it? If the company, the cigar shop, knows they're fake, then it would be a crime. But if he got duped and he sold it at full price, he in his mind sold you real Cubans, so then it's not a crime. So basically, does that make any sense? But that's not fair to the consumer. So the consumer has no protection as long as the owner says, "I bought it from the middleman or whatever," and they swore it was real. So I mean, they fucking know, you know. I think we got lost in translation there. Did we lose you? I think we lost him. Cigar's picking up in strength. It's a gentle medium full right now. Is he gone? Are you back? Are you back? Are you back? No, I can hear you. Oh, hold on. I'm getting an echo. I'm going to disconnect you. I'm getting an echo. He said the rock in the face. Yeah, exactly. The rock in the face. Dude, come on. I mean, it used to be if you bought them on the beach, they were fakes. And then now it's like even if you go to a Casa del Habano store, you still could be getting fakes. I was just telling the guys, it used to be if you bought them at the beach or like out on the street, they were fakes. Okay. But now it's like when you got guys buying them from online in Switzerland or going to La Casa del Habano in, like, let's just say Canada or I don't know, Italy or France, who knows, Switzerland, and you're still getting fakes because the fakes look so good and they taste good. At this point, like, is Cuban just a status, and who cares if they're real or not, as long as it tastes good? Like, because like right, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if somebody else, whoever it is, who knows making them, right? Um, and they're better construction and they taste like they have age on them. Is it better to have the fake? I don't know. Like like
Yeah, I mean, I would still want the real thing if I'm paying that type of money, right?
no, I get that. But the authenticity part is wrong. I get that. But I would like to have a blind taste test with one that's real, guaranteed, and one that looks real and is sold at real price, and then have the same person smoke both, but not tell them which one's which, and which one you like better. And that would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd
That,
be interesting.
because I bet,
I was gonna say too, you were talking about like, like shop owners, like maybe they don't know they're selling you fakes, right? Like you were saying, like maybe he or she thinks they're selling you a
oh,
legitimate
but,
box of
but,
cigars.
but nobody has these rare stuff, and nobody has these are making.
Right, right. That was going to be my point. I was going to say anybody reputable is going to know, right? Like for example, what's the Sahakian guys like in Europe? Like those guys aren't selling you fake Cubans. Like they know what the hell they're doing. Like
Yeah,
now if you're buying them from the gas station on the corner that says, "Hey, bro, I got these Cubans under the counter," then yeah, obviously,
yeah. No,
yeah,
but a real Cuban store, like, yeah, if he's got Partagas Diamante Cristo, yeah, they're going to be real. But if he's got these ultra rare ones at a kind of decent price for what those go for, or even at the regular price. Like they said, nobody has these cohibas, with unlimited boxing.
right, right.
So,
Not the volume that these guys are showing, right?
so that right there, it has to be fake.
Right.
Because how do you have a store that's still, like he was saying, Anthony P was saying, oh yeah, we got BHKs in 3 sizes, no problem. And you're like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
Mark says, not gonna lie, I hate this conversation we have it every week. He said, but it is wild. This is how shit goes on with the commies. Mark, are you asking to go to the 300 club? Like Mark like, Mark's like, listen, no disrespect, but I hate the fucking conversation.
What you want to talk about, Opus? What do you want to talk about?
Mark, why don't you get the fuck out of here? Like respectfully, but Mark's like, listen, I like this place, but I hate this shit. Well, here's the
What?
thing. We try to talk about Cuban cigars too, because with non-Cuban cigars, they're well made. generally speaking, even with gouge, they're still way cheaper. They're aged properly. They're really nice blends. They're complex, generally stronger and darker. Um, in my opinion, still, why the fuck are people still smoking the Cubans? I think it's just the lore. The but only Cubans are Cubans, and I get that. But in my opinion, I think we reached the point where Cuban cigars, in my opinion, they're not better. I get it; they're different because of the soil, but I hate to say it, I'll take Padrones and Opuses over high end Cuban, and the Cubans are not going to be the same price. Like if you're talking about $100, $200 a stick for Cohiba versus like a Padron 90th, I'll smoke the Padron 90th for $25 and have a great fucking night. Like I don't, you know, even if money was
I think it was true that for a long time Cubans were the best, probably until I want to say the '80s when Padron really started producing stuff out of Nicaragua and other companies started getting. I would say probably the '80s into the '90s is when they fell off.
yeah. But the crazy
And
thing
I
is,
don't, and that might be a bad way to put it. I don't even know if I'd say fell off, right? Like it's like what kind of food do you like, right? Like maybe you're in the mood for a Cuban, maybe
no,
you're in the
but
mood for a Padron.
Davidoff left Cuba.
Yeah,
David left Cuba in the late '80s because he said the quality control was beyond repair, and he lit $3 million of 1980s cigars, which is a lot of cigars, on fire instead of selling them, and he left. So what does that tell you? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, so I'm not saying they still don't make anything good. I'm not saying that, but the rest of the world surpassed it. Does that make any sense? It's like what happened to Glock in the '80s and '90s. Glock was destroying the handgun community as far as availability, price point, simplicity, and it was reliable and durable, and it was cheap. Nobody else could do that. And the setup was simple. It's polymer, doesn't have a hammer, an external hammer. It's internal. You chamber the round, the same trigger pull every time. You don't have to cock it. There's no safety levers. I mean, don't stuff in your pants and shoot your dick off, but it is what it is. But back then, $300, and it was what it was, and it worked. And you didn't have to clean it as much as like a nice 1911 or something. So, not saying they're better than 1911s, but for what their purpose was, if for people that weren't going to clean their guns, and for inclement weather with less cleaning, they were running better. Now, a nicer, fancier gun's more accurate. 1911, it shoots nicer, more accurate, and better trigger, and but you're going to have to clean it, and you're going to have to maintain it and change out parts like springs and extractors at a higher time rate, and it's going to cost more money. So for the department, if you have 10,000 police officers, it was just more cost efficient to go with this cheap, simple design. So for like 20 years, Glock had that. Then come the late 90s, early 2000, other companies came out with a similar kind of a concept, but they improved on the safety. They improved on the accuracy. They improved on the sights, and they improved on the trigger and the grip angle. So now Glock's in a place where like they don't have the same dominance because they didn't evolve. Does that make any sense? So Cubans, I think, had that dominance for a long time, and like no one else could beat us, and that was true for a while. And then you got Padron, and you got Fuente, and you got Davidoff.
yeah.
And we could name the list of all those are the big three, but I mean, what other brands could we name? Even on the non-Cuban side, Monte Cristo, on Cohiba, like Altanis in general, like they sell a lot of fucking cigars. I mean, they can't all be stupid, right?
Right, right, right. No, I think you hit the nail on the head. I mean, for us anyway, for Americans, I think it's just the allure of having them, right, or not being able to have them. Like that's why people want them, and that's why people want to pay for them. At the end of the day, is it just a cigar? Yeah. At the end of the day, is the profile maybe a little different than say a Dominican or Nicaraguan? Yeah, it is. There's things I get from Cubans that I don't get from New World cigars or whatever you want to call them, right? Like I get floral notes from Cubans all the time on the retro. I don't get that from New World here and there, but not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I agree with you. We've got great cigars, and a lot of the cigars are way better quality than Cubans will ever be. But
For money,
yeah, yeah.
and
But hey, if you want to try one, if you've never had one, don't go out and buy a Cohiba, buy a Romeo or buy a, Ramon Leones or something mid grade. That would be my suggestion. Anyway.
yeah, no, dude, I think Ramon Alones. Sancho Panza. There was another one. You know what I like? The Croix d'Orsay. Did you ever have those?
Oh yeah. Yes, I have.
Those were nice. And you know, those ones were made, I think, for France, right? For the diplomats in
I
France.
I think so. Yeah, something like that. Italy, France, something like that. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. He said, crazy how for semi automatic rifles, nearly everything is an AK or AR. Oh, 1911 is still relevant, sure, because in 1911 they've had added more technology where they're making double stack 1911s and 9 millimeter, which nobody normally wanted 9 millimeter in a 1911 because it's always 45. But in that platform with a double stack 9 millimeter, we could keep it the same weight but have, twice too much ammunition. And then with 9 millimeter having very little recoil with a heavy steel gun, there's no recoil. So people, the accuracy of the 1911 with that simple single action trigger, um, yeah, we're hitting a phase where we're combining old and new ideas, and and people love it. It is what it is. But yeah, I would love to see Cuban tobacco being able to be bought but aged properly, and I'd love to see like other brands be able to mix Cuban tobacco within their blends already. Not a puro, but just hey, let's have a Fuente short story or a Fuente Anejo with some Cuban filler. I think that would be so interesting. Like a mix.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I don't want Cuban puros. But here's the thing. That's the way Cuban cigars always used to be. They used to use Connecticut shade wrapper, fucking, and like Cuban filler. That probably was sick. That was probably,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I'd definitely be interested to try it for sure.
Just imagine that.
Well, Richie, I hate to. What's that?
Imagine like the simplicity of like a really nice, true Connecticut shade, wrapper. Really nice. I know you don't like Connecticut's, but there's something to me smoking that on a nice day, a nice fall day. I like Connecticut's in a smaller size, like a Robusto or a Corona. But if it had Cuban filler and like a Mexican San Andreas binder, man, that would be so fucking. Your mind would be like, "What is this?" Like and we can't have it. But our ancestors had it up until 1960.
Yeah.
Up until 1960,
Yeah.
more Cuban cigars were made in Florida because they exported the tobacco. They were making it all in Florida. Like they were making more Cuban cigars in Tampa. Like that must have been fucking crazy.
Yeah. And Candela wrappers were very popular back then.
But where were they making Candela?
That I don't know, but like I know like JFK, I think he was a Candela fan, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know he ordered a bunch of Cubans before the embargo, right?
Right. Oh, Saint Sacco's here. Sacco, how's your balls?
Oh. Yeah.
Sacco, how the hell is he here from Armenia? What time is it in Armenia? Is it like
Sacco's probably still on LA time. He's not on Armenia time yet. But
well,
I don't know, what is Armenia, like 5 or 6 hours? I'm East Coast, so I don't know, 5, 6, 7 out of me. I'm not sure.
my opinion, I would say 6 to 8 because England is 6 hours ahead of New York. So,
Sacco's it's 10 a.m. there.
wow. He's 10 hours ahead of
So
me.
8 hours ahead of me.
Oh, yeah, 10 hours ahead of me. No, 10 hours ahead of me. Yeah, yeah. Midnight over here. Wow. Shit. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Saint Sacco, Flexa for Armenia. I can't believe he's in Armenia.
Well, hope you're having a good trip, Sacco. Stay safe, brother.
Wonder
But
what the
Richie, I hate to bail, brother, but it's 2 a.m. for me, man. I need to get to bed here.
rest, my friend. And yeah, well, don't worry. We'll talk about Cubans again. You see?
Mhm. Hey, but I wanted to hop on, at least keep you company for a little bit.
No, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be different. We're gonna figure out nine. Sacco, Sacco's Sacco's giving us the date. All right, bro. Well, I'll see you around. Yeah, yeah. He's in the future right now. That's pretty badass. Oh, bro, you have a good night. Get some rest, bro. Can you hear me or no?
Oh, can you
Well,
still hear me?
yeah, here. I said have a good night. Get rest, brother.
Oh, oh, there we go. I lost you for a few, but all right, brother. Well, I'm gonna get out of here, but you have a good night. Good night, gents.
All right, bro. We'll see if we can get Sacco
Yep.
on.
Sacco from Armenia, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, bro.
Good one, man.
Yep.
All right, peace out. Oh, Soccer's on the road. Let's see if we can just say hello. Sako, what did you have for breakfast? What is an Armenian breakfast like? I'd like to know. What do you have for breakfast in Armenia? What is an Armenian breakfast? Well, we're going to get our answers. Saint Sako from Armenia. Hey, wow. Fresh.
Richie,
Man, you looking fresh.
can you see me?
You looking fresh. What's up, Sako?
Can you see me?
Yeah. Oh,
What's up, bro?
Look at that hotel. Wow. That's a nice
Dude.
hotel, brother. Can you see me? Which one is it?
Then there is like front side.
Hey man, that's a nice.
Marco, what's
That's a
up,
nice
bro?
sweater you got on, bro. Man, that's
Yeah.
fresh.
Ferragamo.
Yeah.
Just walking the streets
Yeah. Are you smoking?
for now. I'm waiting for my car to arrive so I can, hit the road.
Where are you going?
Dude, there's so many places to go.
Interesting.
Like, here, let me show you. There's like a lot of places to go here. They have a Casa de Habano. They open at 10 a.m. I'm going to go there first, though.
What do you think the price is going to be?
Cuban cigars. Here, look. These are all the places you can visit.
Wow. Look at that. I love it. It's like a menu. Wow. It really looks nice. It really set that up. That's a nice.
Huh?
That's a nice city.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Beautiful, bro. It's historical. Look, this is our street. Oh, this is the center. Like, I'll get there a little later. That's the center of the whole thing. Let's see. And they're doing right now. They're doing filming at our hotel's lobby.
Yeah, bro. That looks like a really clean city. Really nice.
Yeah. Oh, this is like kind of the best hotel in Armenia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of it?
It's kind of loud here. I can hardly hear you, bro, but
Oh, can
I'm
you hear?
gonna do my best here.
All right. Well, we're just gonna enjoy the tour.
Here's the hotel.
Wow. Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah. So the missus getting surgery today?
Yeah, at 10 in the morning. In 10 hours.
Oh man, yeah. All the best, brother. Hope everything goes well.
Yeah, we'll see. God willing, I hope so. So yeah, we'll find out. I bring her there at 10 o'clock, and then it's out of my.
Yeah. Let me turn around here. So yeah, basically it's a lot of walking. The people haven't wake up yet. Everything starts a little late here.
Really?
The stores open like 10, 11. So
Interesting. And they stay open late?
yeah, they stay open till 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Or yeah. The restaurants they stay open like until the people leave. Yeah.
Yeah. That looks like a really.
So
I'm assuming that it's very safe in Armenia, right? It's very.
oh yeah, it's safe. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very safe.
So it's not like like New York City or something with the crime. It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks like a movie. It looks so nice and clean.
Richie, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if I can't hear you, man, I hear you, but I'm enjoying the view. I've never seen Armenia.
Yeah, it's beautiful, bro. Everywhere. So I'm froze. Yeah, that's the phone call
Yeah,
I got. Now I'm froze.
I can't see you no more. What happened?
I get a phone call. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
can't.
I got a phone call and I froze.
Oh, so let me disconnect and reconnect.
Okay, but yeah, I got this guy was calling me. This is for the car. Let me get this phone call. I get back.
I'll do what you gotta do. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
Wow. Wow. I never got to see Armenia. That looks. I gotta add that to my bucket list. That looks like a hell of a place. That looks like a really nice, like safe, happy city. That looks really nice. Jeremy, have a good night, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming on. I'll send the invite to Sacco again. I think he's getting ready to go on his trip. Man, he looks so happy being back at home. Man, that was a major sweater. He said Ferragamo sweater. I don't even know, but that sounds like a flex. You know, that's Sacco's wearing his best shit. That's a nice sweater. He looks like a prince walking through his city. You know. Yeah. Uh, the cooler weather's here. It's probably about 65 degrees. We probably got about another month here before temperature really drops. By October here in Colorado, it really, you know, late October you could definitely get snow, but by November it's winter here. So, but it's interesting. It's so sunny here that even when it's wintertime, during the day the sun is scorching. Um, you know, yeah, that was yeah, that was some funny shit. Rest in peace, Big Firm. I miss Big Firm, Big homie, man. Big Firm was a great guy. He still is a great guy. I mean, I wish he was still around. I hope he's doing well. Yeah, it's interesting how that happens. You know, I can't explain that. You know, I love Big Firm. I still love Big Firm. You know, he's genuine. He's a genuine guy. You know, genuine guy, down to earth. You know, I like he has a very happy vibe. You know, he's like, oh, Big D, hold on, I saw this today. I got this cigar. And this, you know, he have 18 cigars in his car, you know, just random cigars. And that's why I gave him the news segment, you know. He was always something with the news, a big firm, you know. But and that's life, though, you know. I mean, it is what it is. Everyone, you know, everyone is going through different chapters in life, and um, I have nothing but good things to say about Big Firm. I miss him, but that's life, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, things come and go. You know. I don't have the answers, and I'm not looking to have the answers. I'm not God, so I accept what it is, and it always is what it is. This cigar is going to get a 4.4, which is a very good rating. I don't consider it like an amazing cigar. It was really good. It was a really good cigar. Not every cigar could be, you know, really amazing or godlike. I mean, that's the case. They all would be that good. But I think it was a really good choice of blend. Really delicious. It felt very smooth. It was a very happy cigar. Um, it felt like this one will have some time on it. So I don't know if they were saying it's a limited release. So if I could have tried this, no, I have not heard from him in a long time. God bless him too. I like Vittorio; he's a great guy. I don't know how he's doing. I don't know. I hope he's well. I wish nothing but the best to him and his family and his kids. I wish him the best. I don't know. You know, you're gonna get me here sentimental. I mean, you know, there are guys that were major parts of the show that you know life happens, and you know who knows. I don't. I'm not here to question. You know why? Who knows? I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. But I guess we could just, there was some golden times of this show. Because Notorious goes way back to when the wrenches started, and he was king of the watch of the dome, He was the fastest to dome people, man. He was great on that. He was he was a funny fucking guy. It is what it is. Rest in peace, big Notorious and Big Firm. Great dudes. Well, it is what it is. It's what it is, So I did like this cigar. You don't have to run and go out and get it. It's not that good, but it is a good cigar. So if you do have a chance to try one, try it. Make sure it's not too wet. But the Aged Nicaragua is better, and the Sonata is better, and the Quattro is better. So take that into consideration. That I think it's a good cigar, but it's not as good as their other stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing with life. Watch the Partagas. What that new Partagas? That new Partagas in Robusto is godlike, and um, Anthony, I'm sorry, Dream Life, Anthony. He found on I think Cigar Page or one of those websites. He got a box of those Robustos in Partagas for only $100. He got a discount code, and how do you beat that? $5 a stick for 20 cigars. Those cigars are so good. Like that cigar and that size, that smaller gauge, concentrated that cigar to perfection. Like that cigar and that size. Anyone that would smoke that cigar in Robusto and not be impressed, get off my show. Like that cigar is too good not to be loved. I couldn't believe how good that cigar was. That's life. Life is a cigar. As we enjoy it, we turn from solid physical state into vapor, into smoke. And that's that. And we go back to God. So who's or is? Well, yeah, the lounge price is $10, $11. But online, when it comes to general, online you can get some stupid prices, which is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a true gift. The Partagas Valley Verde in Robusto. Watch my last review, okay? In Robusto, I had it in the larger size, which is impressive. It was a really cool cigar in the larger size, but the larger gauge, it minimized the potential. It was a great cigar, but some cigars, when you go bigger, it really diminishes what it could do. But in that smaller Robusto, in that short size, in the skinnier gauge, that profile and that was perfect. But you couldn't ask for more out of a cigar. And at $10 in a lounge, I mean, you gotta be kidding me. To have a godlike cigar for 10, I mean, I'm going to buy that cigar more often, and I will smoke that cigar the rest of my life. The Valley Verde and Robusto is better than a lot of cigars out there. I can't stress it enough. Watch the video, listen to about the profile, listen to about the whole experience. That finish on that cigar um, was, almost to die for. It was ridiculous. So shout out to General and Forge Cigars making a cigar that great and not gouging us. $10. And then on the internet, that's a whole nother thing. Fuck. The internet is a magical place. This is finishing rather nice. It's a gentle medium full. It's delicious. It's a 4.4 cigar, so it's well above average. It's a very good cigar. It's not an amazing cigar, but this aging room is very good. But there's better aging room than this. If you haven't tried the Nicaragua, get that. If you haven't tried the Quattro F55, whatever the hell, get that. And if you haven't tried the Sonata, get that. And that's that. I'm out of here. I'm gonna finish this cigar by myself, and I'm gonna sit here in my underwear with a Glock, and that's that. I have to get some rest because tomorrow is gonna be a real piece of shit. So, gentlemen, I wish you well. God bless. Um, and to all the brothers that are no longer here with us, rest in peace.